Hey, hey, what is up? Whew, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, I think that's a little bit sharper. All right. My very, very first live on YouTube. Where y'all at? Just waiting for y'all to come on in and we're going to get this thing started. All right. So it's the first time, you know, we are still technically in quarantine, right? I mean, we're still practicing social distancing. We're still taking precautions to keep ourselves and our families safe, right? So you have a little bit of time on your hand. I know many of you are probably just wanting to get back to some sense of normalcy. When I came up with cocktails and conversation, kind of like a spin-off of carpool conversations, but on this one, I can drink. When I'm in my car, even if I'm in park, I can't drink. So here's to you, ladies. And I know there's this group that's going on nationwide. I know here in St. Mary Parish, we have women who are doing the You've Been Wined and all these different things. So it's kind of like, hey, let's marry the two. Hey, who is this? See, when y'all have these names, submitted heart 365247. Okay, cool. You got to let me know who you are. I appreciate you coming on in. Thank you for tuning in. I'm actually just getting started. I just had a swig of my wine. Cheers. Yes. Tell me what you're drinking. And look, do not be shy because y'all know this is all about us building a tribe together. So that's what we're doing. And I'm actually going to be bringing you in on the conversation. Remember, we used to do that? Remember on Carpool Conversation, I was able to bring you guys in. So on Cocktails and Conversation, we're going to be able to talk to each other face to face. This is the very first Cocktails and Conversation live. I actually started it last week, had some really good conversation, and I thought, why not, see if I can do what we used to do before. So, yes, girl, I'm a big cab drinker myself. I love cab. So, look, Submitted Heart, I am about to bring you in on the conversation. So, look what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you the link. So, all you do is just go to that link and you'll be able to join me. And I'm going to send that to you right now. Let's see. And I'm going to tell you what the topic is when you come in. All right. There we go. I just sent it to you. It's actually public. So it says join me live on this link. Right underneath it, you see now that's the where you can come in. So if you can go to that link and then you'll be able to join me. And we can get the conversation started because I really thought this would be a great idea. So instead of just giving your opinion, you're actually able to talk your opinion out. Not many other platforms are doing that. Um, yes, do you see me? You don't see me? Yes, you are supposed to see me. You don't see me at all? Let me see what's going on. Up, audio only, I see. Let's see what's going on. Can you see me now? Let me know if you're able to see me. Let's see. Take that out. Because I'm up on the screen. I hope you can see me. Let me go check on another and see if it's up there. Okay. Talk back to me. Let me know if you can see me. Am I up there yet? Not yet. Let me see what's going on with my camera. Of course, when you're actually, in it, but maybe if you try to come in, do you have a camera on yours? If you have a camera, then I'm going to try to also bring you in on the conversation. That way you can join me. We probably be able to see each other. So I see it say, all right, tell me if you see me now. So in the meantime, while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what the topic is. You may have seen it already because it was in the group. And I actually got the idea to talk about this when I was what was it? We did Carpool Conversations maybe the first time around, and Tia Paul was actually the guest, and it was a really good conversation. And I was hoping she was going to be able to join me tonight, and we talk about. Oh, you need to download the app. It won't let you just bring you in to just go into the like on that the web site. I guess not, huh? Well, either way, look, we'll be able to talk to each other. I just would hate for you to have to keep typing up to talk, but we'll go ahead and run with what we want to talk about. And even if it's just you and I, this is the first time it's being done. And so I'm hoping that it'll catch on like wildfire, pretty much like Carpool Conversations. So this here, I hope you have some wine. I hope you got some wine with you because look, let me tell you, I'm drinking. Actually, I'm just like you. I am a cab girl, but I have pink Moscato. I'm drinking Beringer wine, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, but it's Beringer, and it's really good. Actually, I've tasted taken a couple of sips. I gotta sip it out, girl, because I don't know how to just drink wine and sip and not feel it. So because I'm gonna be talking to you, I'm gonna go ahead and just sip a little bit and take my time. All right. So the topic is let's talk about if you had a friend, and I've asked this before, and not having Tia here kind of will allow me just to kind of remember what she talked about. When you have a friend and you see her husband, her mate, her boyfriend, what have you, and you see him out and he's cheating. Now, granted, he may not be in a full blown kiss. He's with a woman that you know he's not supposed to be with. It ain't your friend, right? So the question is, do you tell your friend? Now, if I recall the conversation with Tia, Tia said, no, you don't. And I was kind of taken aback by that. But her logic is she's lost many of friends by doing that. She's like, I have told friends out, like just telling them, look, I saw all of this. This is what's going on. And they're cheating on you. She said that girlfriend of hers like went off on her. And oh, we got somebody come in. Who's here? Oh, there you go. Surprise. Okay, so look. Oh, that's you. All right, there you go. Perfect. Well, look, it's just you and I for right now.
Okay, so I still can't see you.
You really can't?
No. Host is not online. Please wait for host to come back later. That's what it says.
Really? Okay. Well, I'm actually looking at it on YouTube and I see you on the YouTube. So I know it might be difficult to see. Oh, you just left. You just left me. Submitted heart. You just left. Well, try to come back because you were up here. I don't see you anymore. So again, this is going to be replayed, and I want to. Okay, so you're back. I'm saying you're leaving and you're coming back. So I guess if you guys replay this, you're going to probably have to fast forward it. So what I'm asking is, if you have a friend and she is, dedicated to her mate, she loves him, she probably is oblivious to the fact that he may be out there cheating. So when you tell her, "Hey, look, girl, I just saw your man at the club, or I just saw him pull up on a girl, and I know you would not have liked him doing that." How, first of all, is the approach when you talk to your girlfriend and say this? Do you, are you going to come out and just be like, "Girl, I gotta tell you," or are you going to take it easy on her? If you decide you want to tell her, do you just pour it out on her, or do you tell her, "Look, we need to talk. I need you to sit down"? How do you approach that person? I do believe it's all in the approach because, if you're with somebody, I mean, somebody you've spent a huge chunk of your life with, well, even if it's a new relationship, you still want that person to know, right? You want them to be, okay, you're back.
Yes.
Okay, do you
I
see me now?
cannot see you on Be Live, but I when I went back to YouTube, I could see you. So
Okay, cool. All right. Well, let me go ahead and just get this started again because I wanted to ask you and anybody else who decides to come in. Of course, it's the first time, right? So the question has been posed. You have a friend, and of course, I had to put the definition of a friend because when I had this conversation the first time, Tia was like, well, first and foremost, you're not my friend unless we've been friends for 20 plus years. I
right,
do believe you don't have to be friends that long. I think friends, even though the word is acquaintance, somebody that you are around often, you talk to on occasion, that you have built some type of relationship with. It's not just like, hey, hi, and bye, right? You have some
right.
type of connection with that person. So the question is, if you saw your friend's mate out cheating, okay, obviously cheating or with another woman that's not your friend, what would you do? Would you even tell her? Maybe you might be, because that's what Tia said. I'm not getting involved with it. She said, I've lost many friends like that.
Hmm. Well, I have never experienced that, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
But I would venture to say if I saw one of my dear friends mate out somewhere, I would definitely make sure they know that I see them, and then
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely probably
You would
address
say something. Okay. So
it.
now the question comes, you know, do you think you need to capture images?
Uh,
Would you
no,
even go that route? Or is that like, are
I'm
you
not
doing some
a private
detective work
eye.
at this point?
No, no, I'm not a private eye. No,
mm-hmm.
just seeing is enough.
Mm-hmm.
But
So you think she should be able to take your word?
yeah, if it's my friend, they would be able to take my word.
Right. Right. Well,
If it's truly a friend, they gonna take my word. So
I mean, I feel the same way too. I think that if a person is coming to you telling you this about a mate, someone that you share your life with, even if you are, I mean, I will, okay, question, a little curveball as I always do. What if it's a friends with benefits type of situation?
meaning what?
Mean, meaning, you know that your friend is with this person
Oh, and it's
and
just their friend with benefits.
right,
Oh
but
well, then if
but wait. Now she doesn't know that this person is with other people or another person. Because when she tells, she's like, you know, this is my boo, okay, it's my trade, right? You know how they talk. So if that's the case, but she thinks that maybe he, and you can't necessarily think a person, I guess, is exclusive, but sometimes people just have that type of arrangement where they can be exclusive, but they're not in a relationship. How do you handle that?
well, if they're not exclusive with each
But they
other,
but they are to some degree. You know how some people, I don't want a relationship with you. I don't want a relationship. I just want you to be my jump off.
okay, well then you have no expectation that they're only gonna be with you. Then,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, I mean, I
Right.
know people who've had relationships like that, and I
Yeah.
don't think they had any expectation that they would be the only person because you don't know what that other person is doing.
Right.
So, but I mean, I just think that if it's truly my friend, I'm definitely gonna say something. I wouldn't do anything or want anything for that person to be hurt. But at the same time, how you address something that would be my thing. How am I
Right.
gonna address it?
Yes.
So I
Exactly.
would
Right.
tread lightly about how I address it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that would probably take a lot of thought and consideration about how I'm gonna approach this person with that because close friend or not, nobody wants to be hurt, and you know, you know how they say it's not what you say, it's how you say something. So
Mm-hmm.
even though it's my friend, I mean, it's a hurting thing. And then, like you said, it's not that they may not believe you; they may not want to believe that information.
Right, right, right. And it's a shame because the situation with Tia, particularly, she said that she made it plain to the person, hey, look, I saw your man out doing such and such, and the young lady got mad with her. I can never understand that. And I told her, I said, well, obviously that person wasn't your friend. If they were your friend, they would know that, look, my friend not gonna come up to me and give me this Cocky made me store it pretty much. It's going to be something that really is an issue. She saw it with her eyes. Now, there might be instances where a man may be out with his cousin, his female cousin.
Yeah.
And then that too can be, misconstrued.
Yeah, but I mean,
right?
I think if somebody's out with their cousin, you wouldn't confuse that. I don't think. I don't think you're gonna confuse a cousin relationship with a romantic interest.
Just how hard are you scoping the situation too?
If I see any one of my friends' significant others out in place in another place with someone else, it ain't no depending on how hard you gonna say. I'm gonna scope the situation.
Right.
Scoping the situation out, and I'm gonna see what there is to see. But to me, it should be plain as day. If this is your cousin or whatever, then it shouldn't be no question about that.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
No, I get it too. But with everything, there's always a certain situation that that what is that? The little mirror on the side of your car. Things may appear closer than they seem, than they appear to be. So it's kind of like the same situation. You may see something, but then you may not see something.
Yeah. And I've been in that situation too, where people just make assumptions just because they see you in public with somebody. I don't mean nothing. It could be just a dinner or whatever. It don't mean like you're having a sexual relationship with that person or whatever. But people will make assumptions about things. But
yeah,
that's a different situation if you're in a relationship with someone, I guess.
Right. Yeah, it really is one of those situations where you have to wonder how far to take the conversation with your friend, because if I know, and I'm just going to use myself, just because sometimes you gotta get into somebody else's shoes before you can speak on something. So if a person came to me and told me, "Well, I saw your significant other out," well, now I need details. I need to know what you saw, because you may say, "I just saw him out with a lady." Well, depending on the nature of the business, what's been going on. Usually there's a lot of things you got to consider, because you can bring that back to your significant other, and that can cause issues too. So how does one address the significant? I mean, I think the significant other things should be like, "Hey, look." But then it's almost like you put your friend in the middle of something, because how can you say, "Well, look," you can't say you saw them. You can't say, "Well, I saw you." But if you saw me, then you probably should put your hands on me to say, "Hey, what you doing out here?" Then now you have to worry about your significant other saying, "Well, wait a minute, you got spies on me?"
If I was that woman and my friend was bringing me information, first of all, whoever the woman is or the person bringing me the information, I'm always going to consider the source. Yeah. I mean, because you might consider somebody a friend, they don't consider you a friend, and vice versa, and so on and so forth. So you have to consider the source and say, okay, how would I approach this or address this? If you're in a relationship where communication is open, you should be able to go to that person and talk to them without it being some whatever.
Yeah.
It might be some hurt feelings or whatever, but that's a part of communication. I just read a post that someone put, and they said if you are constantly offended whenever you're confronted about something, then you're not in a place where you're ready to grow. And I agree with that. So if we're in a committed relationship and I come to you about a concern I have, not a necessarily confrontation, but a concern, and you're always in the place where you're offended about what I'm saying to you, rather than taking it in and hearing what that person is saying and understanding what that person is saying. Because to me, think about it, if anybody came to my significant other and said such and such, and that person came to me, even if it's not true, I have to think about my significant other. I have to say, okay, how would they feel? I will really want to be able to bring this information and say, okay, what's going on here? Just explain it to me. I mean, I have to consider that it's a valid thing. I mean, I wouldn't just let it go.
And also, something else you got to think about as well. Well, I think we always say communication is key, right? Oh, we have Sakina. Good. We have somebody else in. Also, she said, "Yes, ma'am." Great. Y'all give me a second to plug up because I want to get obviously as many opinions out there. Hold on. All right, I'm back. So, Queenie, you're in. I want to also bring you in, see if you can get the. Uh, there we go. I'm gonna send you also the link.
Yeah, send her a link because I don't like being in the hot seat, ma'am.
Well, and I mean, with everything, I mean, you do have to. It's all about considering every angle. I know when for myself, even with my job, I'm always like, CYA, cover your ass. Like whatever you do, you have to cover your ass. You have to make sure because you know what you're saying, and that's what I was getting to before I had to plug up. Is that you can say, well, communication is key, but now you got to think about the person who gave it to you, who gave you the information. Let's say your significant other saw her, and now it's like you find yourself in the middle of a triangle. Because you're gonna say, well, the only person that saw me was such and such, and I know she went running her mouth and she don't know what she's talking about. So now,
okay, well then to me it's explainable. If you know they saw you, first of all, any person that's honest probably gonna mention that. Oh, you know what? I saw such and such when I was at the restaurant. Blah blah blah. I mean, that's an honest person gonna do that because I know if I see any one of my husband's friends and anywhere, I'll be like, oh, I saw us. Hey, guess what's up? Blah blah blah. If it's nothing to hide, so right. I mean,
so that's what I'm saying. So it has to be the way you present it, right? You got to be like, look, well, I saw you. I saw a boy at the restaurant. So how do you? I mean, the thing is, you said I saw him at the restaurant with a lady. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like it. Just really and truly put yourself in that seat because I mean I do. I've had this a friend. I'm gonna tell you, a friend of mine. She and I, I told her, I said, look, I said, and this was when we were in college, okay, like college age. I was like, so look, we just had the conversation. So if your man, because I think at this time they were like on again, off again. Now they're married. I said, so if me and questions, I love questions and knowing people's lives and all that. So I said, if I ever saw your man out, would you want to know? I said, I'm asking you this now. Because I said, let's ask this question now before we ever happen. Not saying it was, but if it ever happened, would you want to know? I said, because I'm asking you this because, I value our friendship, but maybe you don't want to know. She was like, she gave me a couple of choice words, but she was like, hell yeah, I want to know. I want to know. I want to know, if you see something. She said, because I value your input. She said, I don't, and she said, first, I know you. I know your character. That's another thing we also have to think about. You got to know the character of the person. And let me tell you, she knows her friends because there was a situation where she said, well, look, I know you. She said, let's just say another friend, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is a good person, but I know my friend's character. I mean, may not be the most upright individual, but you got to know where this person is coming from. You got friends that you know are messy. Some of them, maybe not you per se, but there are people out there that know you got friends that are messy. So you have to really and truly, like you said, consider the source, but also just consider the character of the person.
I have no friends I consider messy. Not that we do nothing like that.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, listening to when talking to Tia, and I was just one woman's perspective, and there were a couple of women who sided with her, who said, like, yeah, I understand. I think that's, the way to go. Keep my nose out of it. Don't want to be a third party. Again, she said that she would tell those friends who were 20 plus in. And I guess I get that. I just feel like be mindful of what this man could or could not be giving to her. If, I'm talking about STDs or something were to happen. I mean, I don't think I could just live knowing that I know her significant others out here raw dogging. That's the best way to say it.
Yeah, that's. Is she coming in? Is Queen coming in?
Yeah, Queen, are you here? Are you here, sister? I want to bring you in on this conversation because I think it's It's a good one so far. I'm enjoying it. I think it's great. Let's see if I can take this part off. See if give her some room to come on in. What's up, Queenie? Are you coming into the conversation? Because the cocktails and conversation situation, I know you probably, I don't know if you heard, but I'm gonna just say it anyway for those who may come back in a little bit later, is that when we had carpool conversation, we were able to to do this on Carpool Conversation, but they changed it. They changed the way the format was on Facebook. So now there's a platform that I'm able to use, thankfully, and it has allowed me to bring individuals, the tribe together. Let's just say this. We're now able to be together and be a part of this. I know Tanya just got off Miss Submitted Heart, but Queenie, if you're here, come on in through, come through, boo, because I know that you are quite vocal, and I would love to hear from you. If you can go to that, this right here, this is the link. Just go to that link, and it'll bring you in on the conversation. I have about maybe a couple of minutes left before we end this live feed. But of course, I welcome all comments and questions and anything you'd like to say. And I wanted to do the Vibe Tribe outside of just I Be Damn because, look, I love the males. I love the men that come in and have something to say. Totally understand that they are part of, the I Be Damn train because I don't think they're necessarily part of the tribe, but they want to hear what women have to say. They want to be in the know about women, right? We know that. We know that's what men want. They want to, just like we want to know what men think, right? We want to know what a man thinks about and, all these different things. So I think men join I Be Damn, especially carpool conversations, because, well, they want to know what we're talking about, what we're thinking about. The last show, if you guys got an opportunity to watch, oh, it was awesome. It really was. It was awesome. We were able to talk to Glamazon Tayomi, who actually is a pleasure coach, and she actually gave some information on how to spice up your sex life. And very, very good information. What I really enjoyed about her is that she's just free and she's open. She really is a dope individual. I told her that. I said it was so good to talk to a woman and not feel like we just couldn't be open and real with each other. And we liken that to the Jill Scott Erica Badu versus challenge. I know if you guys got an opportunity to watch that on Instagram, then you know that it went down. And what I love most about it is that they were so complimentary of each other. And it just made me just so proud and it just gave me life. And so I know if they can do it, then we can do it too. So I'm assuming you can't come in or you're having some trouble. But so if you can just type in your message real quick, I know we talked about it on the actual group page. So all these different scenarios you have to think about. If you have a friend whose mate, husband, etc., is seen out there with your own eyes, and you say this person is cheating, would you feel like you could tell your friend? Because it's something that you have to think about. Oh, there she is. Okay, hold on. You coming through? Give me a second. Give me a second. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Wait, where is it? Where
Wait,
is it?
hold up before you get started. Hold up. Do you have?
Okay, it's
You got
coming.
something?
It's coming.
Yep. You see it? You see it?
Okay. I don't see. So I'm looking for. It's dark on my side.
It is.
Yeah, but hold
Well,
up.
I can see it. Look, you could probably go back and watch it, but go ahead. I want to. Well, I don't want to waste too much time because I definitely
Yeah.
want to hear what you have to say. So again, go ahead and answer the question. I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay, so ask the question again. Let me go ahead because I was trying to do all that stuff and you was talking and I was trying to do everything. Ask the question.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So again, it is if you have a friend
Uh huh.
and you see her husband or her mate
Yes.
out there, and in your eyes, that's cheating. You're like, oh no, he with another woman. That's not my friend. Did you tell your friend, or do you say, you know what, that's not my business?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely tell because for the simple fact, I don't feel that nobody not supposed to be. cheating. If you say that you love somebody and you say that you're supposed to be with that person, and I see you out there, but now you got to think about this here now. Uh, if that person out there, if they're out there for a date for work or what, I'm not sure. So sometimes you got to really be careful. But then
That's right.
on a stand of where on a note where when you know what you know, when you know, see if you know the cousin or the sister or the brother, see you got to know if that person is interacting with the brother or the cousin or you got to know certain things. See
Right.
certain
Exactly.
certain women don't know certain things, so they just be blind to the fact of not knowing. Oh well, oh he just hanging with his homeboy. No, but his homeboy got a sister, got
Yeah.
friends, they got this. It go deeper and deeper, and see
Right.
and see sometimes now it then got to the thing where we're in the modern days. We get into this modern new stuff now, to where we got to be careful with the men too now.
Oh, come
So
on. Come
so it's
through.
even so it's even getting to the point where we got to watch out for the men too. So we ain't just got to worry about telling our girlfriends about, girl, I seen your man with so and so. You got to worry about. I've been seeing your man with that man a whole heck of a lot. They be together. Is they brothers or is they cousins? Because they hang together like they married. Is you married to him or is he married to him?
Right.
Come on,
No, no. Let me
tell
tell you
me
something.
something.
Look. I gotta say this, and no offense to, because look, St. Mary Parish is my home. This is where I am. Now I know this is home for you, right? Morgan City, St. Mary Parish, right?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Mary Parish.
Okay, so let me tell you, when I moved here, you know what they told me? And this is somebody, I wasn't from here. This is what they told me. They said, Danica, be careful meeting these guys out here, because there was an incident that happened with a young man who was fooling around with a whole bunch of like married men, single men, and they were picking them up in school buses and testing them. I don't know if you remember, that was back in, like, I don't know, '05, '06. And I was like, what? I'm out here trying to live my best life, and now I got to worry about, a potential
Hmm.
messing around with a man.
Let me tell you something, baby. When I was growing up, I grew up early, but young. I was young, but I grew up early. And then back in the day, the health unit over there across the track, it used to have where they had to post your name and put it on a wall. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
have no HIPAA law where it was where your privacy was hidden. You
Right.
go, you can go walk in the health unit and see
Oh,
STDs and stuff like that. You know what I'm
uh-huh.
saying? So
Right.
it was to a point where if you had an STD and you wanted to know, everybody was gonna know because your name was gonna be on the list. Then further along, when it got to the 80s and then middle 80s, they was coming in a white van looking for you.
Mm.
So you knew
Okay.
you knew who had what. When the syphilis epidemic came, you knew who all had syphilis. You knew what man had syphilis and who was giving it to who. When herpes came out, you knew who all had herpes and all this stuff, because it Morgan City was small. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And let me tell you, one man to five women,
Okay.
and
That,
that's on my life. And that's
yes.
on my life. And
Yes.
God could take everything that He ever gave me, and that's on that, just like that.
Yes.
And I don't know where I remembered you from, but I just started following you, and I seen you on Facebook. No, I knew you from the news station in Market City, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
Our
ma'am.
one little bit of news station we have under by the bridge. That's what I
Yes.
think you. I'm from.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes. 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 Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
that little bitty place right there.
Uh-huh.
So and I've always been, want somebody to be a voice for our little town. And that's what I think I was attracted to you about. Having
Oh,
that voice for our town.
well,
And,
thank
and that's
you.
why I've been following you and always wanted to, be aboard the things that you do. And the things that these women and a lot of women, not just in Morgan City, all over the world. Because when I came to Washington D.C., is a different breed. But uh, the domestic violence, the different cultures with the men doing the things with the women, all of that stuff is the same.
Right, I'm about to say it's pretty much worldwide. I mean, we're seeing domestic violence really go up now because of this whole COVID. Either it's crazy and not to laugh about, not domestic violence is nothing to laugh about, but either you find women who are pregnant or people who are either going through a divorce or you have domestic situations because of this. Now you're finding yourself confined. But I just want to say thank you so much for even
And
just
it's
your
really
work.
bad, and it hurts me to my heart because I'm a survivor of domestic violence. Thank you,
Oh,
Jesus.
mm,
And it hurts me to have to see a lot of these women have to go through these things, and and I feel sorry for them, but I just wish that they knew how to get out, like I learned how to get out. I had to pay to go to classes. You know what I'm saying? I had to do certain things to learn how to pack a bag,
right,
have a outlet. You know what I'm saying? You just can't know how to do this stuff by yourself because it's scary, you
yes,
know
you're so right.
so I just want women to know that when you have a friend and you know that your friend is doing something, you have to be there for her, because if you allow her to be stupid within herself, she won't never know who she is, but she's gonna always be, because a woman always wants someone to tell her what to do. She was always told what to do from birth. So if she wants somebody to tell her what to do, let it be somebody that's going to tell her what to do, that's going to work with her to build something together, not break her down.
Now, okay, but before I let you go out, because look, if you've been watching me, you know I play devil's advocate because I hear what
Yes.
you're saying. And look, I'm a very old school individual. And look, ladies, if y'all just coming in, don't go nowhere because I definitely want y'all to come. I'm welcoming anybody to come in. I put the app up there, the web link. So if you want to join in, don't be afraid because again, this is a closed group. This is not carpool conversations where it's open to everybody. So let me go back to what you just said. You said a woman wants you to tell her what to do. Now let me say this. Now you mentioned about the 80s, right? Because I mean,
Yes.
okay. So
It
things
depends
are
on how you were raised. It's a generational thing.
yeah, okay. That's what I want. Okay, you already answered my question because I wanted to tell you, nowadays, and look, I have definitely fallen, I won't say necessarily victim because I think at some degree my mom did rear me to be, independent, right?
Yeah.
So, do for yourself. I grew up where I had a two-parent household. But then my parents divorced, and I think for my mom, it was always like, no, I'm not raising my daughters or my children to have to, think that a man is going to have to take care of her. She's got to get on her own too. But I think that has
Okay.
also been to some degree to our downfall because, like you said, it's a generational thing, right? So now,
Yes.
and look, y'all got me veering off the topic, but that's okay. That's okay. We gonna reel it back in. So I
Yes.
I think the thing is now we're at a point where women don't feel like a man should be telling them anything. But
Exactly.
let me tell you how I see it. And I think Jill Scott mentioned Jill Scott earlier. Jill Scott said it best. She said, "I want a man that can tell me what to do." She said, "But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do." And I need to read between the lines on that one. And baby, that has been like my thing. I'm like, that's it. Come through, Jill. You said it right there. But I just wanted to make that comment. So look, stay with me. I'm gonna stick around a little bit longer, but I
Yes, but
want
I just want women to not be scared. Don't think that your friend wants your man. Some do. Some want your man because they feel that you're not treating him right. Be careful how you treat your man, my baby, around your friend. And it's one thing that I've learned before I let you go. Your man gonna always want what's compatible to you, and that's your friend. Thank you, my baby, for letting me come in.
now you now really? You gonna leave? I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go though. But that's okay. We gonna stick around. You stick around, okay? Stick
All
around.
right, my baby.
All right. Yes. Hold up a minute. Now she said, you guys hear that? You guys hear that? Look, I gotta hold on. But so I know y'all hear everything I'm hearing. And look, I welcome you guys. Please just jump in. I welcome you. There's an e-will. I see Nika Gang. I know who that is. Bree, you're here. I welcome you because this is the opportunity where we all can have something to talk. We all can talk, and look, baby, y'all better catch me while I'm still a little bit sober. Because I'm down at the bottom. I'm about to fill up. Look, come through because I want to know, especially now, Queenie, right? She talked about the 80s. That's a different generation. So I need to know what some of our other young women are, would you tell your friends? Hold on, let's see what Submitted Heart said. Well, sometimes friends don't want that. And you're right, they don't want that. Women endure a lot before they make a decision to move. But what hurts most is when you have a friend who you think is your friend and you're like, girl, look, I just need to tell you, and then it backfires on you. And that to me is the hardest part. Bree says, some friends want your man because you're brag. Hello, Bree, jump on the line. Jump on the line because I don't want to keep y'all too long and then y'all end up leaving. I need somebody else to talk to. Y'all don't have to do the Twitter fingers. I don't want y'all doing all this typing. Come on in so you can talk about it because I need to hear what you're talking about. And I think everybody else do because you know how it is. I love conversation and I want to bring you guys in. Submitted Heart. She said, hey y'all, hey ladies. So again, it's not just so much about talking. I definitely don't want to talk at you. I want to talk with you. Now Queenie brought up something. Come on, Queenie. Queenie said the thing is the man might want your friend. Oh, I had to let her go because that would have been a whole other discussion. Baby, if you want my friend, that's a conversation. Because you know what? Personally, I've had friends who may have dated somebody I might thought was cute. I'm like, oh, he's cute. But as soon as my friend might have snatched him up, baby, he is unattractive to me. Unattractive to me because I don't want somebody my friend has. Or, I'm not here to be in competition with nobody or anybody, whatever. I'm not in competition with you. So I don't know what it is, but baby, if you dating Shamar Moore or who's some other fine brothers, y'all just say a name. It don't matter. Baby, once you got him, that's all you. Kudos to you. Because guess what? It wasn't meant for me. That's how I feel. The big man upstairs didn't want me with you. So that's fine by me. And everybody come with problems. So I don't know what your problems might be. Just because you fine, baby, everything ain't always what it seems on the outside. Come on, come through. All right, what they said. Submitted Heart said, now y'all didn't I ask y'all to jump on the line? Submitted Heart said, but is that truly a friend if they secretly want you? Man, of course not. But how do you know? How do you know if that person is, your friend? People are so good at covering up. Baby, do I know? I'm telling you, I had to learn the hard way. Granted, it didn't get out of. I was able to find out before things got messy. But oh yeah, people you think are your friends and you think you cool, and I think that kind of makes you guarded with future friends, people that come into your life afterward. I mean, it's almost like a bad breakup, right? You break up with this person, you don't want to date the next person because you have this wall up. Same thing with friends because you think that person is all about you and your friendship, yet they have a mission. They have a mission to try to steal. And I won't say steal because if he your man, he can't be stolen. But you know what I mean. They trying to move in on your territory. You're right, Brianna. There is a girl code. It really is. She says, I don't know how to jump on. I'm new to this. All right, you Submitted Heart, if you don't mind, maybe if you can tell her what to do. How did you get in? I know you were able to get in. If Nika Gang, if you're in here, I put the link up there for you. I'm going to bring it up and put it up again. So I welcome you. At this point, I'm going to stay up just a little bit longer because, again, E-Will, we had an E-Will. E-Will, where you at? You come on through. I'm putting up if I can find it. I'm just going to put it back in here, the link, so you guys can jump in. All right. Let's see. Come on. Did it go through? Queenie, if you're still here, girl, you got my head now. You done start a whole conversation. Yes, indeed. All right, there we go. That, of course, right there, as you see, that is the link for you. And look, Sundays are made for sipping, and it's time for a refill. Oh, look how cute. I don't know if y'all see this. This is my little topper. Isn't that cute? I got it as a gift. That was so cute. All right, fill her up. And of course, as always, with anything, make sure that wherever you are, make sure to drink and drive responsibly. I will. I'm going to make it home. I'm not under the influence. I'm just having a good time with my vibe tribe. Anybody else welcome to come on in, or otherwise, I'll go ahead and just end the call pretty soon because I do, like I said, I love having a conversation with you guys. So, Submitted Heart, as you can tell, she says right here, I'm going to put it up so you can see. She says, ladies, you need to download the app. It's a free app. It's not bad. You don't have to pay for anything. It is the Be Live app. E. Will says, I've had too many drinks. I might be slurring. Girl, you gonna be all right. Maybe you, and look, I don't know how your mind works, but sometimes that's when the truth comes out. This sometimes is the truth serum. Come on. And y'all need to come on because look, if I get down to the bottom of this, then it's definitely time to end the live. So while you guys try to figure that out, again, I'm just going to recap the conversation. And this was done with Tia Paul in mind because Tia and I had this conversation on Carpool Conversation, where it was a conversation between the two of us. Of course, we welcome you guys to chime in. And that was, would you tell your friend if her significant other, mate, husband, whoever is out there cheating, you see it with your own eyes? Now, I think it was E. Will, and please forgive me, I got to scroll back up, but I think E. Will said that you would have to have pictures, images. I get that. But does that put you in the realm of private eye, detective? You know, I think, do you think maybe your word should be good enough? You know, your word should be good enough if you tell your friend, hey, look, this is what the deal is. You know, I'm your girl. I wouldn't be here just telling you any lies. But again, as I said, you have to consider the character of the friend. I talked to Submitted Heart and I asked her, I said, well, do you think, if you had some messy friends, they're your friends. You can't, they're good to you, but you know your friends. Some of your friends might be messy. Just saying. Maybe, maybe not. Depends on who you hang out with. I have a girlfriend actually, who tells me, she's like, look, you and my other friend are totally different. She said, I love her dearly. She said, that's my ace. But you, she said, your character is a little more upright than this friend. So just saying. All right, Queenie, what you said, next time I'll have my drink child. Look, I told y'all what it's called. Cocktails and conversation. Okay, so bring your drink. That's what. Look, if you don't drink, bring your water and put it in a wine glass. All right, ladies. I am really enjoying this. I'm glad I was able to get you guys to come in. Oh, you got it downloaded. Okay, good. Y'all stay where you are. We got Bree who's gonna be coming in. E. Will, you said you couldn't make it because you probably had one too many drinks. Also, I know who else is in here. Nika Gang, if you're in here, feel free to jump in. Otherwise, we'll wait for you, Bree, while you get it downloaded. Because Bree is one person I definitely know. She's gonna speak her mind. She's gonna speak her mind, and I appreciate that. I think that's what I like. I want to hear from the horse's mouth. Some of you ladies may even have been in this situation, and it's unfortunate that there are women out there who would rather stay in a relationship knowing that their man out there is doing dirt, because it's unfortunate. And God rest her soul, Betty Wright, who said having a piece of man is better than having no man. And we all know that ain't gonna fly. That shit ain't gonna fly. It definitely ain't flying with me. Because baby, ain't no piece of nothing. You have a piece of Kit Kat. You ain't got a piece of okay, let me slow down because I'm still the news lady. All right. Bree, as soon as you can, you come on in here. The question we asked prior to this, if you got the first cocktails and conversation we talked about, and this was with, and I don't know if that's I don't want to, I guess, out her. I don't think she would have a problem with me saying it, but you know, this friend that I was talking to, we were talking about premarital counseling, and you guys definitely came with some really good information. You said, well, if you don't have, I think it was Tia actually who said, if you don't have yourself right, If you don't have all, your mental capacity is right, and you haven't resolved any of your issues, how are you going to be involved in a relationship? Now, let's just be real. There's a lot of us that have a lot of unresolved issues. I, for one, definitely, and I think I've been working on it. I've had some daddy issues. After my parents divorced, it was like trying to, think, your dad is your first love. Your dad should be your first love. For those who may know their father, it's your first love. And then when your parents divorce, it's like, hmm, yeah, well, if you can leave my mama, what kind of men are out there that will stick around if you are the man that I'm thinking is going to be with me? I mean, it's going to be with my mom, but yet you couldn't be with her. So it's just a lot of things that I had to deal with. But I will tell you, my father and I, we have a very good relationship now. I was able to resolve some things. There was a lot of crying, a lot of long nights, having to repair that relationship. And I'm glad that we are in a better space than we used to, because I'm telling you, those feelings that I had against my father, I carried into, relationships. So I know I'm getting off the subject. Some come through. Let's see. Bree said, I have a friend like that. She's afraid to start over. That brings up something also important. Depending on how long they've been in the relationship, that woman may feel like she can't do any better. And maybe she feels like he is the breadwinner. He brings the bacon, and what is she going to do if she leaves him or he leaves her? But baby, your sanity is much better than being with somebody who's out there in the street. And I think as a friend, I know it might be hard, but that's the one you got to reach. You got to reach in, because I don't know if people really think about it. I just think about STDs. You can use all the condoms you want, but some of them things too strong, honey. And you just shouldn't want to have to share a man. If a man ain't gonna want to share you, then you shouldn't have to share him. Um, that's just how I feel about it. All right, who else is here? Let yourself be known. Let me know where y'all at. Look, y'all gonna let me get down to the bottom of this drink, and I don't really know how to sip. When I get to drinking wine, sometimes I just be, because it tastes so good, especially this pink Moscato. I'm a cab girl. Speaking of which, y'all tell me what you're sipping on. If you're sipping something, I'm sipping on some Behringer. It's the pink Moscato, really good, very smooth, and I ain't gonna lie, I had the cheap stuff yesterday. I won't tell you what it is, just in case, because I know Nika's in here, and she is over the St. Mary Parish wine gang, and they got it flowing, got it popping. Baby, they got wine left at so many doorsteps. Nika this morning was saying, if y'all see me out here, because something she was with, come through, Nika. I know you come through. Nika said, wait, what you mean that's me? Okay, okay, confession. Come through, Nika. But let me just tell the story about what I saw earlier. She said, if y'all see me out here butt naked on MLK Boulevard, don't worry about me. She was drinking some. Oh no, it was like a little popsicle, but it was an alcoholic popsicle. So come through, Nika. Come through. Brianna said, I have. What are you drinking? I have some summer watermelon Ciroc and Sprite. Okay, somebody screenshot that, because I need to try that. I don't. That sounds good. So look, another 5 minutes, y'all. 5 minutes. I need y'all to come through. Who else is open to the conversation? Queenie, if you're still on, if you want to just end the night with me, that's perfect. That'll be fine by me. Okay, Ewa, what you drinking on? Strawberry margaritas. That's a favorite of mine. Lately, let me tell y'all what I've been on. And Submitted Heart can tell you. We go on our bike rides. I know I might be saying too much, but we go on our bike rides. Like, we do like 6, 7, 8, 10-mile bike rides. And maybe on a good Thursday or Friday, we stop and get us some martinis. Oh, yes. The martinis be rolling. Oh, they're so good. But she said, oh, no, baby. Me and Brianna have totally different tastes. That ain't happening with us. I hear you. the comments come up a little late for me. I'm sorry, so I'm just kind of catching up. I told y'all better come through before I get to the bottom of this drink. I'm cutting it off. In the next 4 minutes, I welcome you ladies to join me. Even if you got to come back, Queenie, in the night with me, so we can wrap up the cocktails and conversation. So far, I really, really enjoyed myself, and I thank you, ladies, for just coming through. Submitted Heart for coming through and giving me her 2 cents, which made a lot of sense, and I really appreciate it because sometimes these are the conversations you have to have. I had this conversation with a friend of mine, and I asked her just straight up, would you like me to tell you if I saw your man? And of course, we say yes, but then it's unfortunate that sometimes our friends really don't want to hear the truth, and they get to the point where they would rather sacrifice the relationship they have with you than to put that man in check, right? They get to a point where they don't want to face the music. And just as Brianna said, she has a friend who is in that same boat. So I mean, we want to protect our friend. That's really why we say these things. That's why we do that. But it's not about trying to tear up a happy home again. But you do have to consider the source, consider the character of the person before you just go on and say anything. Okay, do we have you coming in, Bree? I think I saw your name. Oh, you just jumped back out. You got to do it one more time because you came in and then you left back out. You can take it on home. We got another two. I'll give you 2.5 minutes so we can wrap things up. But that's what I want to bring this up because it was just something that I had on my mind. Let me read your comments here. Nika says, if he was with my friend, he is very unattractive to me. Same here. Exactly. Okay, you're here. I'm going to bring you in, Bree. Giving you a countdown.
You got
Perfect. I got you.
You got me?
Yes. Hey.
All right, I'm figuring it out, girl. All right, girl.
Come through.
Girl, you had to download the app. You got to log into Facebook. You got to do all kind of steps.
Really? Oh,
I got
well,
you.
it's worth it.
I got you.
So let me just go ahead and just kind of clue you back in. I know you've been following the conversation, so I really want to ask you. I mean, you're, I guess maybe more of the younger generation, and you don't do things the same way, like Queenie, who talked about women in the '80s. That's probably definitely before your time. So now, with your friends, do you even have that conversation? Would you even go there and say, "Hey, girl, look, I saw your man, blase, blase, blase"?
I don't think we've openly had the conversation, but like especially with a friend like Nika, like if I see Nika man out and about, I'll FaceTime her on the spot. Like, oh, let me see this. Oh, this what I see. This who he with. Do you want me to go up, pull up on him? Like, you want to wait? You want to text him? Like, what we gonna do? We in it together regardless. But I just need to know what she wants to do first. But she's gonna know about it regardless.
Right.
That's my BFF. She gonna know.
So now I gotta throw a curveball, just as I did with Submitted Heart. I asked her, I said, okay, so that's cool. Are you comfortable kind of being the third, put yourself in the middle of this conversation? Because now, what if he says, I'm out here with my cousin, I'm out here with my, this a girl that, now granted, I don't believe in this, a friend, a girlfriend. I ain't got no girlfriend with me, at least that's how I feel. So what if you get wrong? What I mean, how do you? Are you comfortable putting yourself in the middle of that situation?
I mean, I would prefer not to get involved, but it would just have to depend on like how well do I know him, how do I know her, how long have we known each other, are we all friends? That would be kind of like how many toes am I willing to step on, pretty much.
Okay. That exactly, and I think that's why this conversation came about because
you can shake some stuff up.
Yes, you can. And I think that's what T said best. She said, look, I've done this with friends, people who I thought were my good friends. And I do this, and then all of a sudden, we have fallen out. We're no longer friends.
Yep. You can mess up your own friendship.
Yeah. So cool beans, definitely. Nika, you coming through?
Nika, come on, Nika. Come on, girl.
No, you ain't looking on hot mess. Hold on. Let me see where she at. I'm still learning this. All right, you coming
Hey,
through, giving
girl.
you a countdown. Hey.
Hey, girl.
All right,
How's
you
it going? Hi, everybody.
got the two BFFs in the house.
We in here.
I know. Look, I know Bree gonna be surprised that I came online, but that's okay.
I'm very surprised that she came in live. I'm proud of you, Nika. Go.
That's right.
Clap.
You doing
Hey,
it.
clap.
You doing the damn thing with You've Been Wine, St. Mary. So look,
Yes.
Thank you, girl.
I just wanted to marry the two. Of course, I was like, I got my cocktails and conversation, and this is I think a moment where we all able to
Perfect.
get together. And look, I won't keep you guys much later, so I want to go ahead and I've already asked Bree. So with Bree saying that she got your back like that, but I had to throw in the curveball that what if this person is really just it's a harmless situation. I mean, how do you handle that? Are you willing to put your neck out on the limb for your friend?
If I knew that my friend was in a relationship and her partner was cheating, I wouldn't care. I would say something. But it definitely depends on the friend because some people
Mm-hmm.
can take it and some people can't. And I know my friends well enough. For example, if it was Bree, I know that she knows that I'm not gonna lie about it.
Let
And
me
I'm
know.
looking out for her best interest. And I don't care. I don't care about him. He's not my friend.
Yeah.
Right.
She's my friend. So if he
Right.
liked me after this or not, it really doesn't matter to me.
Mm-hmm.
Curious, not that I want you guys to out anybody, because we're all from a little small town. But have you
Hmm.
ever
Small.
had that situation where,
Um,
where you fell out with the actual friend? Before you answer that, think about it. I want to get to Queenie. She said she will always want to dress him. She says that's her brother or best friend. She's always at his mom's house before you and all the time because they said they grew up together. Now you do have see Queenie gonna have you side eye everything and
I
everybody.
like her. We need to
Yes,
bring her on carpool conversation.
we gotta bring her in too. She does have a point, but I think you definitely got to know what you're dealing with, definitely. Because I mean, some guys have they cake so sold up, and you're like, damn, you got to really poke holes in their story. Because I know for myself being an outsider, I did my little
All you
research,
do is watch.
but then you don't know. And I'm gonna tell you, that's another thing. You don't know who to trust. You don't know people again. Like people might be trying to step in on your situation and coming to tell you a lie, trying to break up your happy home, your happy relationship. It's a lot of things you got to think
Mm-hmm.
about. Go ahead back to you, Nika. Have you ever had it happen to you?
that's one thing that you can definitely believe in, and that is your gut. If you
Mm-hmm.
have that feeling, go with it. Go with it. Your gut will not lie to you.
They say
Never.
women
Never
have
lead you wrong.
intuition, right? They say women got that intuition.
Yes, definitely. And
You,
95% of the time, it's true.
yeah. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for this conversation. This is
Welcome. I
what
wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't
Anytime.
drinking. You
look,
know me.
wait, you gotta tell me where to find those things you had earlier.
They say Costco's and Lafayette have them.
Okay, what's the name of them?
What's the name of those things? Dakari,
I know
the
they were
drinks,
strawberry. They
the
did
drink
look
mix.
good.
Yeah. Kirkland's ready to freeze vodka cocktails.
Okay, well, look, I need them to give me a
So we
shot.
going shopping.
18 and and I got about 4 left.
All right, well, thank y'all so much. Really do appreciate it. We're gonna try to do this every Sunday.
Anytime.
I like it.
Put out a topic, and
I'm
I
with
want
it.
you guys to hit it up. And I mean, and I'm welcome. This is not about, like I always tell people, that a tribe is not about somebody just telling you what to do. This is about meeting of the minds. And look, Submitted Heart can tell you, Danica loves asking questions. So this is right up my alley,
He
and I
will.
appreciate y'all being a part of it. Y'all take it easy, and y'all be safe.
Bye,
You
girl.
too. You
Bye.
too. Bye.
All right, and that is going to do it for me. Thank y'all so much for being a part of this because, again, I just enjoy having a tribe. And let me just give you a very brief synopsis of how all this started. For some of you who may not have been with me from the beginning, I moved to St. Mary Parish, and I was looking for, women, like-minded women that I could just chill with, and that I could, just as resources. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I was in for a rude awakening, and I was like, man, like, I just looking for some women to chill with. Well, that didn't happen. I mean, and I think because of going through my blog, I start off as a blog, I Be Damn blog, as you can tell from the name, it's still up there, I Be Damn blog. I thought maybe let me just put my thoughts out there, what I had to go through as a single woman, and then my coworker, who was a married woman, we would have kind of a meeting of the minds. Okay, what does a married woman feel about this? Oh, let me tell you what I feel about a certain situation as a single woman. And so we would talk about these different things, and it was like, okay, thank you. You just taught me something. Oh, you just taught me something. And it was like, for me, I was like, I'm having all these I be damn moments. Like, and that's how I be damn stuck. And then, of course, when I went to Facebook Live, there were women who were like, girl, I feel the same way. I be damn. Like, same situation. It was like, I think I got something, and I got a place for us to have a meeting of the minds. And look, before I go, please do me a favor. I'm not welcoming now. Look, just be real. You got some ratchet friends. It's not for your ratchet friends. That's the ones you have fun with. You go out, you drink with, you do wild things. That's good. But I want you guys to invite your like-minded professional women. Tell them come on over to I Be Damn Vibe Tribe. Of course, they can even also join I Be Damn the actual page. Now, when they join the tribe, they're going to have to answer a series of about 3 questions. So it's not like you could just join us and be like, oh, I'm here. I guess some of you some personal invites, because I know that you have been very instrumental in building I Be Damn the page. You've offered a lot of information. Many of you were top fans. And I don't think of you as fans. I don't think of you necessarily as subscribers. I do indeed think of you as a tribe. I know that, look, now I have a relationship with Brianna because she's a part of Toastmasters. I see Nika, I call her my namesake. Submitted Heart and I are friends. So I do think of you ladies. And Queenie, girl, you're moving on up there. You are definitely a part of the tribe. So I'm not going to keep you. The night is moving on. And look, I don't think you're supposed to say Happy Memorial Day, but I hope you enjoy your Memorial Day. Think about your loved ones who may have gone on and passed on, who may have served in the military. So again, from me to you, I love you ladies. I think you guys are wonderful. And please be safe. Y'all take it easy.